Hello, everybody, and excuse me, my throat. Anyway, today we're doing Camp Buddy. I gotta turn the sound down; it's a little too loud. So, get to it here. Volume there. Okay, it's music. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, we're recording. All right. Today we are doing Camp Buddy. We're doing the original Camp Buddy. We're going to be doing a good, hopefully get to the a good finishing for the Taiga route. A good ending, of course. Last time I did the Tiger route, it didn't turn out to be a good ending, and like I said before, in the past, I hate bad endings. So, and I did say that I was going to come back to this eventually and record the good ending for you guys, and that's what we're doing today. So let's get started. Let's get in here and get started. There we go. Touch screen. Excuse me. Okay. Load. Here we go. I've already skimmed through all the beginning parts because if we started from the beginning, it's going to take forever to get through this route. So I stopped here at day 31, and we're going to start from day 31 because that's close to the end. And let's get started on it. Hopefully we'll.
You know, I love calm, peaceful places like this, especially at night when you can feel the breeze and hear nothing but the sound of the crickets.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to the good ending on this time. So let's sit here. All right.
Me too. It's rarely this peaceful where I live, so I always make the most of it when I can.
Oh, for those of you who don't know or haven't known much about Camp Buddy, this is one of the characters, Kieran. He was Taiga's boyfriend in the past story, which they kind of showed when Katerwa was going through his journal, going through Taiga's journal. And now they caught up with each other, and Karen came back to the camp and he tried to help out, but he's also trying to get back with Taiga too, which is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Taiga has moved on. He'd rather be friends with Karen, not boyfriend, So yeah, hopefully. Like I said, hopefully we'll get to the good ending. And Katero's still going through Taiga's journal, which is not good. It's bad. Hopefully it doesn't, like I said, hopefully it doesn't lead to a bad ending like last time.
I've been getting plenty of good sleep since I got back to camp, so I'm really going to miss this.
Excuse me.
Any reason you're not feeling sleepy tonight?
I guess I'm starting to get lost in my thoughts again.
At least the characters are reading their own lines for right now. Most of the times they don't.
It's a problem I've had since last year. It gets hard to deal with sometimes.
Oh, I know how that feels. I always tend to overthink things too. Do you have anyone to share your thoughts with? Usually, bottling them up inside gets really bad.
Oh man, tell me about it. But the thing is, I don't really have any other friends besides Taiga. Whenever I had problems like this, I talked to him. But without him around after last year, I've been alone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's alright. That's not the case anymore. Looking at myself now, I don't feel lonely anymore. Not only have I met you and everyone else here at camp, but I also got to reconnect with Taiga.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, just don't expect things to go the way you're hoping it to go, because it's not going to go that route.
Hey, Keitaro.
Yes?
Since you're here, I've been meaning to tell you something. We've been getting really close the past few days, and I know I can trust you with it.
What is it, Kieran?
Well, I know Taiga hasn't talked much about me, and that makes me want to get this off my chest even more. You see, Taiga and I used to be in a relationship together.
I can't believe Kieran's finally telling me about this.
I guess that explains why you two were so close.
Yeah, but it didn't really end well between us last year.
Yeah, it didn't go very well at all. It was a bad breakup.
I was surprised to find out from you that he didn't mention me at all.
I'm sorry. Taiga never really said anything.
I understand why, to be honest. I mean, if I was in his place, I would have done the same.
Looking at Kieran, I could see the pain and sadness in his eyes. At the same time, I noticed he was shaking, obviously anxious and nervous about the feelings he's been holding inside for so long. A part of me wants to ask Kieran more about what happened. But maybe I should control myself and only let him share what he feels comfortable with.
You know what, Keitaro? I've been thinking about something the past few days. As much as I really wanted to help the camp, the main reason I came back was to spend time with Taiga again. I honestly expected it to be awkward between us, like how it was at the first few days, but things started to get better.
Well, coming back to the camp to try and mend things between you and your ex is one thing, but expecting things to go back the way it was, that's not gonna happen. I mean, Taiga is obviously moved on. You know, he's with Keitaro right now, and that's something that Kieran's gonna have to realize. He can't get Taiga back in his life. Taiga will be his friend, but that's about as far as it's gonna go.
Taiga has been nicer and more caring now than he ever was when we were together. I know it's out of nowhere, but I've been keeping it to myself ever since we started getting close again. I think I've fallen for Taiga all over again.
Yeah, well, that's something you're gonna have to get over. Because it's not gonna work.
What do you think I should do, Keitaro?
Well, this would be the only thing I would say. It is over between the two. But I think this is the right answer right here. You have to get your answer.
You have to get his answer.
But what if it doesn't go well?
Well, if it doesn't go well, at least you've tried and you know that it's not going to work out.
You won't know for sure until you ask him.
That's the thing. I'm so scared to lose him again because of these stupid feelings I'm having.
Well, you're not going to lose him as a friend. But trying to get back with him as a lover, boyfriend, no. Like I said, Taiga has moved on.
I don't think things will last either if you hide it inside you forever.
It's stupid now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's not the best idea, I can tell you that.
I mean, who am I kidding? Taiga's obviously moved on from our relationship already.
Like I said, you better start realizing that.
I'm sorry for even asking you such a silly question to begin with. I know that being his close friend, it must have been hard to answer that. But you're right, Keitaro. If I really want to know, I should ask him myself.
Are you gonna be alright, Kieran?
Yeah. I actually feel so much better now. Thanks for listening to me, Keitaro. Taiga is lucky to have a friend like you.
I can't believe what Kieran just told me. I guess I was right about his feelings for Taiga. He sounded so sure of it too. With the history of he and Taiga had, maybe they would be better off together again. Oh, come on, Keitaro. It's over between the two of them. And you don't have to worry about Taiga. It's not. He's going to set Kieran straight. Here, you'll see. He'll set him straight. I mean, yeah, he's gay, but he'll put him on the right path to let him know that it's not going to work. Put it that way. But then, where does that leave me? Well, at least Catero, that leaves you with, you're still going to be together with Taiga, hopefully, if things work out. And he can forgive you over the fact that you've been reading his diary behind his back. Turns out I couldn't get any sleep at all. My head is spinning with all these thoughts. I thought walking around out here would clear my mind, but I just can't help but feel anxious. Excuse me.
Whoa!
Oh, Kieran, you're up early.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well,
If you're looking for an activity, don't worry. There's not one today. We decided to use the last few days of camp for recreation and to allow the scouts to spend time with each other.
excellent work.
Everyone has been working hard for the fundraiser and is exhausted from last night's party after all.
I see.
That's good to hear, sir. Time really flew by, didn't it? I can't believe we're almost at the end of this year's term.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Are you okay?
What's the matter, Kieran? You seem troubled.
Well...
Oh, I just realized I don't have much time left.
Huh?
For what? I mean, what for?
So...
To tell you the truth, I didn't come back here just to help Camp Buddy. I wanted to sell things with someone.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, sir. I don't want my motives for volunteering to sound insincere.
That's what matters.
Please don't worry about that, Kieran. No matter what your reasons were, you still helped us out in our time of need. I've seen just how much effort and care you put into our cause here, so I'd be happy to help you with your concerns.
Just tell me if you need anything.
You've always been a part of Camp Buddy, and as your scoutmaster and a friend, I want you to know that I'm here to listen.
Thank you.
Thank you for understanding, sir. It's just like you said, though. With the fundraiser completed and the term almost over, I realized this might be my last chance. There are so many questions I want answers to, but I'm so scared of what will happen if I ask them. That does seem complicated. I know how it feels to be in that position.
Really?
Really, sir?
Yes, of course.
Yes. I'm sure you remember the whole incident last year when the camp was in such a terrible state.
Yeah.
I do.
As a matter of fact.
Ever since then, Camp Buddy has been at risk of closing forever, and I've felt so lost before. I never felt so lost before. As someone who grew up with this place and worked hard to keep it alive, I thought I was going to lose my purpose.
However,
I was at a crossroad road, just like you. I had to decide between accepting that Camp Buddy was over or trying to save it, knowing that there was a chance I would just fail again. I will admit, I considered giving up since I was afraid that if I fought so hard, I might end up disappointing everyone at camp, or worse, putting them through something they don't deserve. Blow my nose. Excuse me. After losing so much, I didn't want to make things worse than they already were.
Yes, sir.
That's how I feel too, sir.
But
But I heard from Taiga and Cato that there was another sports fest this year. And with everything that happened before, how did you know that this time would be different?
I don't know if I really can.
I didn't hear it. I took a chance, not knowing what's ahead of me. We were trusting that things would turn out for the better. After all, it wasn't fair to myself or to everyone that counted on me to expect that it would fail.
Well,
That would mean I had given up hope.
so
So, you think I should take the riskier path too?
Always aim for the best.
Well, it really depends on your situation, but the most important thing is to follow your heart.
I see.
Think about it this way, Karen. Don't you believe there's much more to lose by not taking a risk at all?
furthermore,
By doing nothing, you'll only be left with wondering what could have been.
Well,
You're actually the second person to tell me that. I think you're both right.
well,
Well, I think it's good to understand that in life there will always be a decision to make that could lead to either failure or success. That's true. That's true. Just like here at Camp Buddy, almost everyone thought that we were done for after such a hard fall.
on the other hand,
Yet here we are, slowly getting back on our feet. We just have to learn from our mistakes. It also reminds me of your good friend Taiga. We both know how hard he worked to redeem himself from all the trouble he caused back then.
as a matter of fact,
Although he's had a tough time this year as well. He had issues with plenty of the campers, even with me. A huge reason for all these misunderstandings was a lack of communication and patience with each other.
however,
But look at him now, and he's more mature than he ever was. Chaos finally let go of his anger and, most importantly, learned from his past mistakes.
Are you okay?
Are you alright, Kieran?
So,
So, all this time, Taiga never told anyone about it?
Huh?
well,
The riot back at the Sports Fest. The one who caused it. It was me. Yeah, we kind of knew that from the past when we originally did this route. Which is kind of a bit of a shocker, but we kind of knew it was going that way. It was because of my selflessness that I put the whole camp in jeopardy.
Huh?
Wait, you mean the camper that showed up and said he was beat up by Taiga? It wasn't true. I set it all up to put the blame on Taiga. We had personal problems with each other, and I ended up framing him to be hated by everyone else. And that's what caused the whole problem. And actually, Kieran, I guess he thought that he was doing it to try to get Taiga back, so everybody else would hate him and he would have Taiga back. But it turned out to be a lot worse than he thought it was going to be. It turned out really bad. Really, really bad.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't plan for things to end up the way they did. Seeing everyone hurt Taiga thinking he was the bad guy, I was so scared about what I'd done. So he was just trying to defend himself, and everyone else was just made to believe it was his fault. Yep. Everything makes sense now. That must be why you left camp early. You must have been so afraid.
If that's the case.
Kieran, as unfortunate as this truth is, it's already in the past.
But
it's never too late to make things right. So I think basically he's trying to tell him in this, I think it's the right thing. He's trying to tell him that, you know, you need him to own up to what you've done and apologize for it, and, you know, but as far as trying to fix it to where you can get Taiga back as a boyfriend, nah, like I said, that's not gonna work. I mean, yeah, you could fix things by getting some closure by saying, you know, I'm sorry for what I've done, you know, so on and so forth. That would be the right thing to do. Yes, that would be the right thing to do. Did cause a lot of problems. What he did, he thought he was doing the right thing, but it turned out to be the wrong thing because it turned bad. It turned everything bad.
Scoutmaster Yoshi.
furthermore,
I can only give you advice, Kieran. It's up to you how you take it. In the end, it's still your choice to make.
Ugh.
Oh man. I really went all out partying last night. I guess I'm not the only one. Catero's still passed out over there.
Taiga.
Oh, Taiga, you're awake.
Kieran?
Hey, Kieran. Yeah, and just early. Are we having an activity today?
No.
No, not really. Do you have time to talk, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
If it's alright with you.
I mean privately, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Let me get changed.
So, what did you want to talk about, Kieran?
Why didn't you tell anyone what really happened at the sports fest last year?
What? Where did that come from?
Scoutmaster Yoshi and everyone else thinks it was your fault. So why? Why did you take the blame?
Don't know. No matter how it started, I still got into a fight and hurt someone. I had it coming either way. Come on, Kieran. Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
You did it to cover up for me, didn't you, Taiga?
Yeah, he did. Particularly he on himself. Was it the right thing to do? I don't know. I mean, he did kind of screw things up.
You knew that if you told everyone, they would have hated me, or worse, hurt me instead.
Yeah, and I think that's why Taiga did it, because he didn't want Kieran to get hurt. Regardless of everything that happened, he didn't want to get hurt.
What was I supposed to do then? You were already gone and I was stuck there dealing with all of it.
But you didn't have to take it all on yourself. I had already caused you so much pain, and yet you still tried to protect me?
So what if I did? It doesn't really matter either way.
Of course it does, Taiga. None of that would have happened if I hadn't set you up like that.
It's all behind us now. Just forget about it, Kieran. I'm over it.
But I'm not. Ever since we parted ways, I've been ridden with guilt over what I did to you. Not a single day has passed that I didn't regret my actions and hate myself for being so stupid. There was no way I could have moved on. So I punished myself every day, telling myself that I didn't deserve to be happy. They were the darkest days of my life.
Kieran.
But then, I met you again. Finding out that you enrolled in Camp Buddy even after what happened, I was so relieved that you didn't destroy yourself like I did.
Well, he did turn out to be pretty bad in the beginning. As a bully. In the beginning.
That's why I had to come back here and see you again. I wanted to apologize and try my hardest to make it up to you.
You didn't have to do all that, Kieran. I already let go of the past.
Yeah, thanks to Katero, yeah.
I know, but being with you here the past week, it reminded me of when we were still together. All the happy memories we used to share. I never thought I could relive them. For once in such a long time, you gave me a reason to be happy again. But you're right. It's not about the past anymore. The real reason I wanted to talk to you was because I need to tell you something very important.
Huh?
You've grown so much in just a year without me. I got to see a whole new side of you that's compassionate and kind.
He wasn't like that in the beginning. I mean, he let his past consume him there for a while.
All the things I could ever wish for, and more. You had them all. I was so happy to be with you here that I couldn't help but to fall in love with you again.
Yeah, here we go.
Kieran.
Is there any chance we can be together again?
I can't. I'm sorry, Kieran. I thought about this as soon as you came back to camp. And I always knew what my answer would be in case you asked.
I see. So I never really stood a chance to begin with.
Well, not as far as getting back together with him and his boyfriend and boyfriend, no. I mean, yeah, he could have just came back to fix what you've done and apologize for it, yeah.
I can't believe I made you put up with me again. I'm a horrible person for expecting that after everything I've done to you. What I did was unforgivable after all. And you have the scar to prove it.
Kieran, that's not what I meant. It's just what we had between us. I've moved on.
Yeah, like I said.
And I hoped you had too.
But apparently he hasn't. Not in that way.
Kieran.
I'm so sorry, Taiga. For everything.
Kieran, wait! Damn it.
What the hell was I thinking? Getting my hopes up like that.
Well, you thought you were going to try to get back together, which was a bad idea. It wasn't going to go that way. It wasn't going to work out that way because Taiga's moved on. Things have changed, you know. It happens.
I should have known Taiga would never want to be with me again. After all I've done to him.
No, it wasn't that. It's just things have changed. Like I said, things have changed. He just moved on.
I'm so stupid. All this time, I kept wondering if I could get a second chance.
Trying to get a second chance with your ex. Yeah, it doesn't always go that way. It doesn't work that way. I mean, you both went your separate ways. He went down a bad road. You went down a bad road. Things went bad. All you can do is just, fix what you've done and apologize for it. But as far as trying to get back together with him as being boyfriend and boyfriend, no.
Taiga was already happy here without me. But I still tried to force my way back into his life.
And that part of it was a bad idea.
Why am I so selfish? Taiga doesn't deserve to have me burdening him like this forever. He's already moved on, while I can't. I should have never come back here in the first place.
Yeah, coming back wasn't altogether a bad thing. You were trying to fix things, but in a wrong way. You were also trying to get him back in your life, which was not going to work. As trying to be boyfriends again, that part of it was not going to work. But if you're coming back to fix things between you and your ex and to apologize for any bad things you've done, that would have been the best route to do, best thing to do. Try to fix it and move on from that, and know that the two of you are not going to get back together. That's obvious.
It would be better if I just leave for good. But I don't have the strength to face him and say goodbye. I hope he understands.
Aw, that's too bad.
Oh, looks like I've already missed everyone at lunch. I can't believe I slept in this late. Like you've done before, K-Girl. I guess I was up with Kieran for a while. Can't believe all the stuff he told me. No use worrying about it now. I'll see if there's any lunch left, and then go try to find everyone.
Taiga!
Oh, Taiga, I didn't see you there.
Kato.
Oh, hey, Kato. What are you doing here all by yourself? And where is everybody else?
I'm not sure.
Come on!
Had any lunch already? I was playing on games. That's some.
I don't think so.
No, I don't have an appetite.
Are you alright?
You look down. Is everything alright? Not really.
Oh no.
Oh, did something bad happen?
I'm not sure.
Not sure, Kieran. It's about Kieran, isn't it?
What?
What? How did you...
Well,
Well, I woke up around midnight and we talked a little. He made it seem like there was something he wanted to tell you, so I thought,
Kato.
look, I don't want to talk about it. And I think this is the right answer to give him. Well, I'm here if you need me.
alright. Taiga,
I'll be back at the cabin. Why wouldn't Taiga tell me how his talk with Kieran went? because he's not willing to face it right now. It's a lot going through his mind, and he doesn't know how to approach it. Could be. For him to act like this, something really bad must have happened. You could kind of say that, yeah.
Oh,
Kieran.
Keitaro.
Oh, hey, Kato.
what?
What are you doing? Why are you packing your bags?
Well,
Well, after our talk last night, I told Taiga everything, and it didn't end well. At least not for me.
I
I think it's time for me to leave.
What?
Isn't that too sudden?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's the right thing to do.
Maybe.
Hold on a second. Maybe I could talk to Taiga and...
It's all right.
It's okay, kiddo. There's no need to bother Taiga anymore about it. I've already made my decision. I think these two would be the right answer, but I'm trying to figure out which one is obviously the best. The other two are not that good, I don't think. I'm gonna go with this one. Will you be alright?
Are you sure?
Will you be alright though? I don't want you leaving feeling like things are unsettled.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, Kato. I've really thought about this a lot.
Besides,
Besides, I've already stayed my welcome. With the fundraising over, there's no other reason for me to be here.
I understand.
Can I help you pack up your things at least?
all right.
Sure, Kato.
Thank you.
Thank you for being such a good friend. It was heartbreaking to see Kieran so devastated. He seems to think the new way out is to isolate himself. As upset as I was that he was leaving, for some reason I'm a little relieved. Well, yeah, that's understandable. He in a way, he kind of thought that he was going to be losing Taiga over Kieran coming back and trying to get Taiga back. But obviously that wasn't going to happen. Taiga set him in the right, set him on the right path by town, and that's not going to happen, you know. I mean, it's hard, but you know that's what had to happen, obviously. Why am I feeling this way?
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's unfortunate to see you go, Karen, but I respect your decision. Everyone here at camp truly appreciates all of the help you've given us for the fundraiser. It's been a pleasure working with you.
That's what matters.
We hope you enjoyed your time here as well. My nose again. I'll be right back, guys. And if you ever happen to change your mind, remember Camp Buddy always welcomes you with open arms. Oh, by the way, sorry about that. I had to go use the bathroom. Plus, my allergies are kind of acting up too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Are you sure?
Are you sure you don't want me to call everyone else to see you off?
It's all right.
No, it's fine, sir. I'm not very good at goodbyes.
All right.
I understand. Take your things and get the car ready. Let me at least give you a ride home, alright?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is really it, huh? Wonder if I'll ever get to see Taiga again. Yeah, probably. But then again, it'll be just as friends, of course. But it's probably the best that I don't.
Kieran!
Taiga?
I just heard from Katero. You're leaving? Did you really think it's a good idea to not tell me?
I
Can't believe you're doing this again! What's next? You're gonna go back to the same cycle you've been in for the last year? No fucking way! I'm not gonna let you hurt yourself like that again.
No. I swear I won't do that anymore.
But still, you're leaving right now, frustrated, confused, and upset. Aren't you just trying to escape it all like you did before?
Yeah, certainly kind of seems that way, huh?
I'm sorry, Taiga. I couldn't bear to face you.
That's not fair, Kieran. How do you think I would feel knowing that you'll leave broken and hurt like this? Even though we're not together anymore, I still care about you enough to not let things end this way.
Taiga.
But screw all that. I'm more worried about you. You're running away without resolving things again.
Yep, certainly seems that way, huh?
By doing that, you're taking away your chance at closure for the two of us.
Yep.
I really tried my best to move on. But unlike you, I couldn't do it. No matter what, things will never be the same again. Not after what I did to you. I'm sorry for opening both our wounds again.
But I already forgave you, Kieran. The moment you left camp, I understood why you did all those things. And I accepted that we had to end the way we did. Don't you think you should forgive yourself too?
You're right, Taiga.
Of course he is. You need to. That's another important thing. You need to forgive yourself for what you did in order to move on. Yeah, you can't let it beat you up forever.
I kept telling myself that you'd never forgive me for what I did. All I could see was how I ruined things and could never get them back. I stopped looking at what's still ahead of me. I didn't realize that the reason I couldn't move on was that I never forgave myself. Even still, I'm not going to change my mind. I know it sucks that I'm choosing to leave. It's hard for me too. But it's going to be different this time. You've given me your answer, and I have to accept it.
Yep. Got to accept it.
I can leave happy knowing you have people who are there for you and treat you the way you deserve. And maybe even someone special to you.
Like Katero.
It's about time I find that for myself. I can't stay knowing that every day would just remind me of what we used to have. I want to move forward too, not focusing on the things I've lost, but the things I've learned and could still gain. I just know that this is the best for both of us.
Kieran.
I'm not saying that I'm going to forget you. That's impossible. You'll always be special to me, Taiga.
You're special to me too, you idiot. I can never forget everything we shared.
Hey, I didn't want there to be any tears.
Just please, promise me you'll take care of yourself this time.
I promise. And I'm sure this isn't the last time we'll see each other.
Better not be, you dumbass.
I'm glad we were able to finally fix things with each other.
Yeah, at least that was the one thing good that came along with it.
It's something I should have done a long time ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you for not letting me leave without saying goodbye. Come on, Taiga. Please don't let your sad face be the last thing I see. Like I said before, you're surrounded by people who care for you. You're lucky to have someone like Keitaro. I've been talking to him a lot the past few days. I definitely see why you like him. Make sure you take care of him, alright?
Yeah. Don't let Karo down. Of course, there's still the journal thing to be worked out.
Oh, my ride's here. I guess it's time for me to leave, Taiga. We'll see each other again someday.
Right.
I almost forgot. I wanted you to have this.
This is... Why are you giving this to me?
I want to show you that I'm ready to move on too. Everyone knew nothing about me when I first came here. It was almost as if you'd forgotten me. So maybe this will help remind you a little.
Kieran.
Come on, Taiga. I'm just messing with you. But seriously, I want you to keep this for me. It's the last favor I'm going to ask you.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
The next time we meet each other, I'm sure you'll be proud of me.
Just don't forget that you have friends here at Camp Buddy too, Kieran.
I won't. And I'll try to keep in touch. I should go now, though. I don't want to keep Scoutmaster Yoshi waiting.
Alright.
Goodbye, Taiga. Thanks for everything.
Goodbye, Kieran.
What?
So let me get this straight. Karen just left like that?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm shook. That's like the gag of the summer. Just when he and I were gonna be besties soon too.
Indeed.
It is indeed disheartening to know he departed without a proper farewell.
I know, right?
We could have thrown him a Despedida Bonanza.
According to my calculations.
I'm guessing the scoutmasters found no need for a celebrity send-off. It seems Kieran's involvement with the camp was purely occupational, given he had no regard to his fellow companions with this manner of departure.
Not at all.
I don't think that's the case, Lee. He preferred to leave quietly because he didn't want to upset anyone.
Well,
But it's such a shame, though. There must be a reason why he did that. So I want to know the real tea. The real tea, Edward, is that's between him and Taiga.
Well,
It's as much as I don't want to delve further into the motives of his premature exit. I think the more pressing matter will be the effect of this event given previous history.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean, Lee?
to my understanding,
When Kieran decided to abandon Camp Buddy during last year's term, Taiga was quite perturbed.
that is true.
Yeah, and no matter how hard we tried, he wouldn't talk about it. It really affected him for the rest of the camp. Speaking of Taiga, where is he?
Actually,
He actually went to see Kieran off. He wasn't going to let him leave without saying goodbye. That makes sense. Kieran has most certainly grown closer to all of us during his short stay here at camp.
but
I can't help but worry about him, though. I'm not sure how he's going to take this.
Taiga,
You're back.
are you alright?
How did it go? I think this is the right answer right here. Why don't you rest?
Taiga,
Things must have been hard today. Maybe you should get some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. My mind's a mess right now. I really don't know what I'm feeling.
take it easy.
Please try to get some sleep, and maybe tomorrow will be better.
Caterel.
Night, Caterham.
Oh no.
Oh my, looks like things didn't end well.
Edward,
Shush, Aaron. Don't let Taiga hear you. It's best that we leave him alone for now, like he asked.
Totally.
You're right. We should go to sleep. Hopefully he'll be in a better mood when he wakes up.
understood.
Agreed. We will assist him as soon as he reaches out to us, or in the worst case, if the situation becomes unstable.
Oh.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Taiga,
I hope Taiga would come back here feeling better, but I guess it wasn't fair to expect that knowing Kieran just left. What did he mean when he said he didn't know what he was feeling, though? Was I getting in the way between him and Kieran? No, you weren't. No, it's not like that at all. So now he's overthinking things again. Cato, don't do that.
Oh,
Oh, Taiga, you're awake. It looks like he's still upset about yesterday. Maybe I should try to distract him a little.
Taiga?
Are we having an activity today?
Nope.
What about Edward and Lee?
Well,
They're out having lunch.
I see.
I wish Taiga would just tell me what's going on, what's on his mind. It hurts to see him like this.
Taiga,
I know you're still thinking about yesterday, and if you want to talk about it,
Catero.
Kieran wouldn't want us to make a big deal out of this. We're only a few days till the camp ends, so let's make it count.
See you later.
I'll go and get ready. Taiga's pretending like everything's fine, but I can tell he's hiding how he really feels. After all this time, I can't believe he still doesn't trust me with his thoughts. I know, right? He should open up more to his boyfriend. And now, Kenro's gonna do the wrong thing, go into the journal, which he shouldn't be doing. Should have been doing it in the first place, obviously. From the beginning. Edward and Lee mentioned to me last night that Kieran departed suddenly last year as well. You know that I know that they were a couple, and Kieran has feelings for Taiga still. That must have been what they talked about yesterday.
oh no.
It feels like the term's going to end without Taiga telling me the truth about him and Kieran. This is so frustrating. At this rate, the only way to find out is to read Taiga's journal. No, Kato. See, that's just bad. I mean, it's just gonna lead to another bad situation. Hopefully, we won't be getting the bad ending to this route. Hopefully, Taiga will forgive him, and then lead to a good ending. But he shouldn't have been going into Taiga's journal. That is bad. A person's journal is personal to that person. Now, if the person wants to share that with someone else, that's up to them. But if they don't, then you need to respect that. It's personal. It's somebody's personal thoughts, and it's their personal property. You shouldn't be going into it. Somebody else's journal. It's personal. There has to be some clue in there that will let me understand and help him. You want to help him? Let him figure it out. Let him come to you eventually. That would be the best thing to do. Let Taiga come to you and work it out. Okay? Going in a journal is not going to help anything. It's just going to make things a little worse.
Let's see.
Here it is. Let's see.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Really?
That's it? The journal ends here? Yeah, page was torn out. I don't understand. Did Taiga stop writing after the Sports Fest incident? Apparently, he tore that part out because he was trying to get past it. I mean, he probably wrote it down and then he realized that he didn't need to reflect on it anymore. He needed to try to get past it. I guess it makes sense that he didn't, knowing that it was really a really bad day for him. Not to mention his breakup with Kieran probably took place not long after it too.
Oh no.
It looks like I'll never know what really happened back then. Well, you probably would have found out from Taiga. But how I'm go into Taiga's personal journal, which is bad. You shouldn't have been doing that. Oh, wait. The page next to it seems like it was torn off. Yeah, no kidding.
Catero?
Boy. Here we go. Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah, Taiga!
What are you doing with my journal?
Buttoning the things he shouldn't have been doing in the first place. You should have just let Taiga come to him and not going behind his back and going into his personal journal. Like I said.
Wait, I can explain.
Yeah, right.
I was worried about what happened between you and Kieran. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't do anything without understanding the situation.
And you thought going in his journal would help?
I figured that if I knew the truth, then I might...
And you thought reading my journal would be a good idea?
Exactly. It's not a good idea. Bad idea, Kidra. Shoot.
You have a journal too! You knew what I put in there wasn't meant for anyone else to see.
Exactly, it's personal.
How the hell did you think going behind my back would help me?
Nope. Yep. It was Only will make things worse. This was not the right answer. This is not the right answer. You need to say you're sorry.
I don't know what else to say, but I'm sorry. What I've done was wrong no matter what. I should have kept my hands to myself. I shouldn't have tried to justify what I've done either. It's really my fault. I'm sorry, Taiga.
How long?
Huh?
How long have you been doing this, Keitaro? Answer me!
Ever since I moved in here.
So, all those times that you were being nice to me, was it just out of pity?
No, I don't think it was that. He was trying to understand the situation, but he was going about it the wrong way, of course. By going to this journal, that's not the right thing to do.
You kept saying how people weren't seeing the good in me. But all you did was look at my past the whole time. What does that make me now, then?
Well, I can understand how Taiga is upset about it right now. I can understand that.
I can't believe you would do this, Keitaro. Here I thought you actually saw through me. And I fell for all of it. I never should have trusted you in the first place.
Oh, I hope this doesn't turn out to be a bad ending. The anger and disappointment I saw in his eyes showed me how hurt he truly was. I betrayed Taiga's trust at his weakest point. What have I done? Darn it. Forget this stupid thing. Throw this journal into the mud.
Shit!
Why did I even hold on to this freaking journal to begin with? I should have torn up everything when I had the chance.
Taiga!
Taiga, what are you doing out here?
Huh?
Is that... Picks up the dirty journal.
Taiga!
What's going on, Taiga?
Ah.
Nothing. Just leave me alone.
I disagree.
You're obviously not okay, Taiga. I'm not gonna leave you here knowing that. Sniffs. You know it's okay to cry, Taiga. I used to think that I shouldn't cry either because I was afraid of how everyone would see me. A lot of people were looking up to and counting on me. I didn't want them to think that I was weak.
Furthermore,
So I kept all my problems to myself for the longest time, doing my best to fix them by myself without anyone's help.
but
But someone once told me that crying does not make anyone less of a person. It just shows that you have a heart and that feels emotions and that is what makes us alive and human.
Scoutmaster Yoshi.
Why are you saying all this to me?
Listen,
I've known you for a year, Taiga. You're more than just a scout to me. You might be a strong person, but you have your limits too, just like everyone else.
please stop.
Please don't carry that burden alone anymore. You've already endured enough. Sniff, sniff.
Taiga. Oh no.
I hope this doesn't go into the bad ending where they're gonna break up. I've been trying to get it to where it'd be a good ending. This is bad. I've been looking everywhere and I can't find Taiga. I should have gone after him as soon as he walked out of the cabin. No, he needed time to figure things out on his own, so best to leave him alone to his thoughts and think things out. I can't believe I just sat there thinking how much I screwed things up. Yeah, you kind of did.
Keitaro!
Edward.
Lee, have you seen Taiga?
Indeed.
Yes, in fact, we were on our way to tell you.
Oh no.
We just saw him coming back from the forest. I've never seen him look so miserable.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. He found out that I've been reading his journal behind his back.
What?
You did what? That explains everything now. He was already upset to begin with this morning. I know what I did was wrong. That's why I need to talk to him now.
Keitaro.
We're gonna ask you to reach out to him because we know you were the one who he trusted the most. But now we find out you were the reason for his despair. Is it still a good idea for you to go after him? I think this is the right one. I can't let things end like this. I don't want things to end like this between us. I need to apologize to Taiga again. So please tell me where he is. We witnessed Taiga heading towards the pier.
I believe in you.
We're counting on you, Keitaro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edward and Lee. I'll go to him right away.
Taiga. I came to apologize to you again. I shouldn't have invaded your privacy and broken your trust like that. You've chosen to bury your past from everyone, including yourself, for a reason. Just like you said back then, you came back to Camp Buddy hoping to move forward and redeem yourself. I told you to trust me over and over, but I was the one who kept doubting you. Instead of being content with the things you shared with me, I found myself wanting more. There's no way to describe how guilty I feel about what I've done, and I can only imagine just how disappointed you are right now. I understand if you can't forgive me, but I just want you to know how much I regret taking your faith in me for granted. I'm very sorry, Taiga.
Keitaro, look. I was just really confused.
Yeah.
When Kieran confessed to me yesterday, I was so sure of my answer to him. But as soon as it was over, I began to feel something that I couldn't explain. I was so sure that I moved on from him and everything in my past. So what's this feeling in my chest that's making me so anxious? In the back of my head, I kept telling myself that I did the right thing and trusted my decision. And then I found out that you did something like this to me. It really hurts.
I'm really sorry again, Taiga. Hurting you like this is the last thing I want.
Keitaro, there's no way I wouldn't forgive you over this. When I found out that you'd been reading my journal while I was already at my lowest point, it caught me off guard. It had hurt so much to think that everything you learned in there about me would ruin what I worked so hard for. I've been trying so hard to change for the better, but the past keeps haunting me back. Will I always have to fear what's behind me? And have I really come this far for nothing?
No, Taiga, you've grown so much, and I was there for all of it. I may have found out some things about you from your journal, but that's not why I chose to stay by your side all this time.
From the start, I've always wondered why you kept looking out for me. Every hurdle I overcame that helped me grow as a person, I couldn't help but be glad that you were a part of it. It wasn't long until I started to feel so much more, and it was something I couldn't control. But now, I finally understand what you mean to me.
Taiga?
What I was most afraid of when you found out the truth was losing you. And this feeling burning in my chest is all because I love you, Keitaro.
Yay, that means we got the good ending. Oh, thank you. Glad to hear this. At least they're not gonna break up now. We know they're gonna be together now, so we got the good ending. Yay. Tears began to fall from Taiga's eyes as our lips touched. I felt his heart beating passionately from his chest. All my doubts and fears disappeared. The only thing that mattered to me now was to let Taiga know what I felt for him too.
I love you too, Taiga.
Everything is finally clear. What we have for each other, it was mutual all along. I know that from now on, nothing can ever break us apart. Yeah, as long as you don't do any more stupid shit by going into, taking the relationship for granted and going into personal stuff. But I hope Kater will learn this lesson from all that. I couldn't be happier to share this moment with Taiga. I knew it was something I'd never forget and always cherish in my memory. We stayed together on the pier, sitting close and holding hands until the sun completely set.
Taiga,
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know I said this a lot of times already, but I'm really sorry again for snooping through your journal.
Keitaro.
I already forgive you, Kato. And like I said, my mind was just cloudy after Karen left, and I couldn't figure out what my feelings were yet.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure that you'd be able to forgive me, but I'm really glad that you were able to look past it.
Anyway,
It wasn't your fault, though. I have some things to apologize for, too. If only I had been a little more honest with you from the beginning, you wouldn't have felt left in the dark. Well, now's the time to open up about it. I mean, could have helped if you'd done it sooner. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've already, I never actually got to read all of your journal.
don't worry.
It's fine, Kato. Even if you did, I'd still forgive you.
No, I mean,
the last part of it was actually torn out. Only read up until the sports fest.
I see.
Oh, right. I remember doing that.
eh?
You were the one who torn off that page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Way back last year. Miss Sure gave me this journal for the same reason she gave you yours. She wanted me to write down all the good memories I had here.
Well,
But I got near the end, things took a turn for the worse, and it didn't feel right to leave them in there. Yeah, I can understand that. So I tore it out, hoping to get rid of my worst memory for good. Yeah, I can get that. I can understand that.
I see.
I guess part of the reason I held on to the rest of the journal was because I couldn't accept the way things ended up last year. I kept telling myself that I'd move on, but in reality, I wasn't ready to let go of my past.
that sucks.
But no, I realized how selfish it was for me to act like nothing happened, expecting it wouldn't affect the present. Knowing that I wrote the journal from my point of view, it was even more unfair to other people I wrote about in there,
Actually,
especially Kieran. Anyone who reads the journal would think he was the bad guy. I have to be honest, it did actually confuse me, Taiga. When I first met Kieran, nothing really added up, especially not the way you described him in the journal. I had plenty of shortcomings with Kieran. Even at the beginning of the journal, I never even mentioned that we were together. I was so absorbed by my popular I'd gotten during my first days at camp that I didn't want anyone to know about my relationship with him. For some reason, I guess I thought if people knew we were a couple, it would make things awkward around us. Why? Afraid they would hate you because you're gay and you have you have a boyfriend? Jeez, really? I mean, you gotta come out sooner or later and tell people. And if they can't accept it, that's them. That's that's their karma. That they need to deal with it. It's their problem. If they can't deal with it, then that's their karma. And if they can't accept it, it's because they're homophobic idiots. Kieran is the kind of guy who just just goes with the flow. So he didn't really mind.
Ugh.
But as the tension grew and I got closer to my new friends, I ended up enjoying myself so much that I really neglected him. Since he was my boyfriend at the time, it was natural for Kieran to feel left out. Eventually, it got bad that I completely pushed him to the side in exchange for attention, and that made him take his frustration on me. Yeah, that's not good.
Taiga,
It's hard looking back on it. But I've spent too long hiding it from everyone, including myself.
Keitaro.
It's time I told you the truth, Keitaro. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
After having an argument with Kieran, my ego got the best of me, and I decided not to team up with him. But as soon as the sports fest started, we were up against Kieran's team. Someone showed up covered in bruises, claiming that I threatened him not to participate so that our team would win by default. That person even said that I've been bullying him, and warned him not to tell on anyone since the beginning of camp, which wasn't true at all. Everyone there that day was shocked, and I didn't understand why someone would accuse me of something like that. Kieran's teammates furiously approached me and demanded that I explain, and even though I tried to tell them that it wasn't me, it just made them angrier. No one was willing to hear me out, and things got even more heated the more I defended myself. Suddenly, someone hit me, and I found myself ganged up. I had to fight back, and that only made things worse. The scoutmasters tried their best to control the situation, but nobody was willing to listen, so they did what they could to stop the violence. They had to cancel the entire event and take care of those who got injured. After that, the staff's reputation took a big hit for failing to stop the bullying in time to prevent the mess. But things didn't stop there. The camp went into turmoil as the event started spreading in the news, deeming the place unsafe and a bad influence on the scouts. Even the scoutmasters had a falling out. Some of them wanted to avoid being involved in the scandal, while the rest tried to focus on damage control for the camp. Pretty much everyone involved, including me, was never punished for it. They were so busy trying to handle the public that they didn't have time for the real cause of the problem. Meanwhile, Kieran and I had been in a gray area, until the guy who claimed to have been beaten up by me decided to leave camp. But not without telling me the truth. After seeing how everything had turned out, he couldn't take the guilt of lying anymore, and told me that Kieran was the one who set me up. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I went straight to Kieran and confronted him about it.
This was how everything got so screwed up back then.
Kieran was so afraid of how bad everything had gone that he didn't deny it. He never expected that it would end so violently. I was furious at that point, and in total disbelief that he would try to ruin me like that. That's when things started to get heated. Instead of trying to settle things, we just kept on pointing at each other, refusing to acknowledge our mistakes. Kieran kept trying to argue that he wouldn't have done any of it if I hadn't neglected him and taken our relationship for granted. Knowing that it was what drove him to betray me, I couldn't contain myself and shoved him out of anger. Kieran was so enraged that he fought back, and we both ended up hurting each other. That's where the scar on my face came from.
Yep, now we know how you got the scar.
Kieran was horrified at what he'd done. He backed away as soon as he saw my face bleeding. He immediately tried to apologize, but I couldn't forgive him then. So I broke up with him. That was the last time I saw Kieran. The next day, he left without saying a word.
Taiga, I didn't know. That's terrible.
Everything completely fell apart for me soon after that. As the situation at the camp got worse, I was involved in more fights with people who never knew the truth.
But if everyone at camp, even the scoutmasters, never even mentioned Kieran, does that mean that you...
Yeah, I had to keep it a secret. I wanted to take responsibility for what happened with me and Kieran. Knowing how it feels to have everyone against me, I couldn't bear to put him in the same situation.
So he took the heat on himself.
And I plan to keep it that way.
I see. Now I understand why you didn't want to let anyone know. I'm really sorry I made you relive that memory.
It's okay, Caterel. I can't just keep running away from my past. I have to accept that it happened, and at the same time, not let it define me. If anything, all of my mistakes have helped to shape me into who I am today. And now that I'm with you, there's much more in the future to look forward to.
Taiga,
I think this is the start of a new chapter in my life. And I want you to be in it with me, Caterel.
of course, Taiga. I'll be with you through it all.
Now that Taiga finally let go of his past, we can truly start over. It's hard to believe that all this happened in just a few weeks. And in this short time I've known him, Taiga has changed from a bully to a friend and now my lover. I can't believe that we've come this far together. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Lee?
Indeed.
Indeed. It appears Taiga and Caterel are huddled together in the same bed. How did we not notice this last night?
Oh my god.
What in the world happened? I thought they were having a falling out. Well, apparently they made up, obviously.
I have a theory.
It seems they resolved whatever issues they had yesterday. Yeah,
Well,
well, I can believe that. But them cuddling? Why aren't we invited to the slumber party? Yeah, it's not a foursome, so you're out of it, Edward. You and Lee are out of it, so.
Shut up!
Shut up, you two. We're trying to sleep here.
Absolutely.
Of course, Taiga.
oh,
I guess this is better than seeing them argue.
Indeed.
Indeed. I'm relieved that things have taken a good turn.
Ugh.
Leave us alone.
We have to go.
Come on, Ed. We should evacuate before Taiga throws a fit.
mm-hmm.
Yep, you're right. I am so not gonna stress out this early. Let's go.
Are you sure?
Are you sure that was okay, Taiga?
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Um,
It was kind of embarrassing that they saw us cuddling, though. Yeah, don't worry about it. I think it's obvious at this point that you two were a couple.
Meh.
They were gonna find out one way or another. It's not a big thing. It's not a big deal. Besides, they did leave us in here all alone now, you know. Now, where were we?
Huh?
Tell you, you're rock hard? Heck yeah, I am.
Hey,
Hey, you're one to talk. Last time we sat beside each other, you had your boner against my butt.
what?
Yeah, you still remember that? How could I forget? And who doesn't get horny in the morning always?
come on.
Come on, let's fool around a little. You're my boyfriend now, after all.
Taiga,
Wow, Taiga. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it there. So let's see. Okay. Don't want to get the uncensored part, so okay. So again, if you guys want to receive any uncensored parts that I record, I put them on my flash drive for right now until I can figure out how to transfer them to my Patreon. I have the $9 tier and the $25 tier. Those two are set up for adult content only. And once you become a Patreon contributor member on either one of those, you automatically get to receive copies of uncensored videos that I record. And you can go into the comment section there and just leave your poster email address, and I'll send them to you via email. Of course, until I can figure out how to transfer them, of course. And then once I get them all transferred on, then you can just watch them there on the adult sections. Now, I don't want anybody out there complaining that they think that I'm charging too much for this. I have three tiers. I have a $3 tier, which is a budget tier, and that's set up for people that are underage, under 18. It's also set for those who want to be on a budget, and they don't really care whether or not they get the adult content or not. But if you really want the adult content, I had to set it to where you have to pay a little bit more, like the $9 tier or the $25 tier, because that's just how it's set up. How I got set up. I mean, you can't really expect anything for free, okay? This is just how it is. This is how I set it up. I mean, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is, okay? So, if you want to receive any adult content, like I said, you need to become a Patreon contributing member on my $9 tier or $25 tier on my Patreon. Those two are set up for adult content, and once you become a member, the funds go directly to charity, so you'd be doing a good thing anyway by having those funds go directly to charity. Like I said, I don't see a penny of it. It just goes directly to charity. It goes to a charity that I choose from, a worthy charity. So you'd be doing a good thing by helping out the community of charities that need the funds. And you can find the link to my Patreon within the description area below the video. So I'm gonna go and record that, uncensored part right now separately, and then I'll be back to the regular part of Can't Betty without the uncensored parts. I can't put the uncensored parts on YouTube. Obviously, they have rules against that sort of thing, and I don't want to get red flagged or anything, and get in trouble, cause any problems, So, but I'll be back as soon as I'm finished. So let's see. Already saved it, did I? Think so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and quit. Yeah.